We recording? We recording? How's it going, everybody? It's your boy PMdre from PMdre Fitness, and today we're going to be talking about how long does it take for you to lose muscle after taking a break from working out. This break could be weeks, could be months, could be a year, or even years. For some, it could even be a decade. But let's tackle this issue and have all the drama done once and for all, and have a good idea about muscle memory. So I was talking about in my Shortcut to Shred program, I was able to lose weight, which pretty primarily is fat, and put on muscle at the same time. And this is attributed to the fact because before I started the program, I worked out on and off for 7 to 8 years, doing calisthenic work, some weight training, and just playing sports in general. So I noticed that my muscles started coming back throughout the program. And also I was getting stronger while I was working out. So I had to kind of do this topic to kind of give you guys an understanding about muscle memory and how it actually works. Now let's take your muscles for example. As we spoke about in my water video, your muscles are about 75 to 80% water. So usually what happens when you take time off from the gym, you usually start noticing after about a week to 2 weeks, you start to appear flat. And a lot of people start saying, oh my gosh, I just lost some muscle. I know I lost muscle. I haven't been working out. Like, I just know it. But you know what? That is actually not the case. What actually happened is that you lost water. We got to look at something called glycogen. We all know what glycogen is as far as that it is an energy source. We know to replenish glycogen, we need carbohydrates, and in turn, it absorbs water. So when you're not stimulating your muscles or using them, your glycogen stores start to let go of all the water, so you don't need it. So what tends to happen, you have less water that you're holding. And what does that look like? That makes you start looking depleted and you start looking soft. But as far as your lean muscle mass, that is actually still there. It didn't go anywhere. Just chilling on the park bench waiting for some attention. So now the only way for you to actually lose any lean body mass within a 2 to 3 week period are two ways. So number one, either you were like really sick, but I mean like whether you were hospitalized or you just had a fever or you just weren't feeling good for 2 weeks, then there's the opportunity of where you can lose lean body mass because your body is in a catabolic state, trying to reach back to its equilibrium so you can feel better and it can go back to what it does. And then another thing is if you dramatically drop your calories to what you were eating before, then no doubt about it, then you will lose that muscle a lot quicker. So let's say for example, you kept your diet close to the same, maybe just a little bit less calories, then the muscle loss wouldn't start to begin until a week after. So about 3 to 4 weeks, that will tend to happen. So now we know out the way, okay, what happens? So now let's ask, okay, let's take the age group. So say for example, you're 30 something years old and you trained a lot in your 20s. You're more likely to actually get that muscle back a lot quicker than someone, let's say they were training in their 20s, just like yourself, maybe now in their 40s. Then it'll take a bit more time to get that muscle back. Now let's go a little bit higher. Say for example, you're in your 50s and you used to train, whether in your 20s or your 30s, and you're getting back into it. You actually do not gain all the muscle back. But what you do gain, you get back a lot of the strength and you get back the endurance. You still gain back a bit of the muscle, but you don't gain as much because you are getting older. It's just all a part of growing up. So those are the differences as far as how fast you're able to get that muscle back. And this will differ as well for men and women because men naturally can put on more muscle than women can. So now let's talk about how much muscle mass you could lose. So when we talk about lean body mass, you can lose up to about 0.5 to 0.7 pounds. Like very, very minuscule amount. And this will happen periodically as the weeks and the months and the years pile up. Obviously there's going to be a point where it kind of just stops and it just kind of relaxes there because your body says, okay, we're right here. Yeah, we're not training, but this is what we're holding on to. So that's why you do notice some people who have worked out a lot, they have taken some time off and they still look like they have some size, or they still have that physique to them. It's just buried underneath a lot of, I don't know what you call it. And now we want to talk about what is muscle memory? Like, what is the concept behind it? So when you work out in the gym consistently for a certain period of time, there's a cell that called the myonuclei. So the more myonuclei you have is usually associated to more muscle that you actually have. So when you worked out, you built muscle. So that means you increase the amount of myonuclei you have in your body. Usually if someone is a beginner, when they start working out, they're trying to build up more myonuclei than what they currently have. So just to sum it up what myonuclei is, just look at it like this. If you used to work out a lot in the past, you have more myonuclei. And what happens when you have more myonuclei? That means when you get back into training, your muscles are already familiar with what's going on. It's like, oh yeah, I've been here. I've done this before. I got a t-shirt. Let's go. And now when you have a beginner, they're trying to create and build up the amount of myonuclei that they have in their system. So that's the reason why, and the concept behind also why muscle memory is what it is and what people recognize it for. So the next time someone tells you, like, you know, it's muscle memory, it's like, no, I just got more myonuclei than you do. So don't be a hater. So you know what we do here on the PMdre Fitness channel. Don't forget to like. That's right. Like, comment. You gotta leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about the video, and subscribe to my channel. Yep, push that subscribe button. So thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch y'all later.